Welcome to today's Google Hangout. I am Veena Khanke, the Program Director for Dining for Women. And today I have several guests with me on this Google Hangout. First, we have Catherine Hefner, who is the Web Content Manager for Dining for Women. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Hi. We also have representatives of CCFC. We have Lily and Elvira. Hello, CCFC.
Hello, and thank you for this opportunity to speak to you all today. My name is Lily Briggs, and I'm representing CCA and also a PhD candidate at Cornell University.
My name is Elvira. I'm a teacher in the CCFC.
Thank you so much, CCFC. CCFC was established in 2007. The primary mandate for CCFC is to protect the cloud forest and to alleviate poverty. So I'm going to go and let CCFC describe their program to you.
So we're going to be speaking about a program called Women in Agroecology Leadership for Conservation, or WALC. And this program is an amazing program that CCAC offers to young Kekchi Maya women from remote villages. And before we describe the program to you, Elvira is going to provide some context and the why CCFC is doing this work.
This is a typical village in the mountains. We have to walk 1 hour to get to this village. People here are poor. We are in the mountains of central Guatemala. This is Maria. She has 12 children. Her daughters don't go to school. In the villages, children often don't get enough to eat or don't get the right kinds of food. All of these problems get back to one big problem. Girls have babies when they are too young. The WAC program is a powerful tool. It helps us break the cycle of poverty. We can go to these far away mountain villages and invite young women to be a part of this program. The young women learn many things, like nutrition and family planning. This is me teaching.
So the next few slides you will see cover some of the different program activities that take place in WALC. And the 4 key program areas include what's called the LIFE Project, or Proyecto de Vida, which focuses directly on female empowerment, encouraging young women to tap into their self-esteem and self-confidence so they can go back to their villages and feel empowered to make their own choices about their education and their reproductive choices. And the other components of this program include conservation biology, environmental stewardship, and agroecology, which is many of the pictures you're seeing right now are part of the agroecology component of the program, where the young women have an opportunity to learn about different kinds of traditional crops they can grow in their villages, as well as different sustainable techniques for growing these different crops. And these agroecology classes are tied to in-classroom classes about nutrition. So the program is not only addressing environmental sustainability in terms of planting more than just corn and beans, but also bringing back more traditional crops, but it's also directly addressing nutrition in the household of these young women. And you can see that there's other activities that take place throughout the program. This is actually a picture of the girls participating in activities around birds. CCFC collaborates with the Cornell Lab of Ornithology to incorporate a curriculum that the Cornell Lab of Ornithology developed called Bird Sleuth International, Connecting Kids Through Birds. Some of the pictures are the kids engaging in activities around birds through this curriculum. This picture here is part of the nutrition class where young girls are learning to make naranjilla jam, which is also very nutritious and tasty.
We teach lots of young women. All the WAC teachers have participated in the program as students. We have many guest speakers teach us. Girls take home seeds to plant in their gardens. Sometimes I go home with the young women and play with them. When they finish 25 days, they get a diploma and a scholarship.
So this picture, as I mentioned, the CCFC collaborates with the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, which is the study of birds. And here the girls are learning about the incredible bird diversity in Guatemala through sound recording. So here they're learning to use sound recording equipment. Dining for Women is partnering with CCFC to provide 80 young women scholarships for each of the next 2 years for their participation in the WALK program. It is also funding a Walk in the Village program in which these young women leaders will give a series of community extension workshops for women back in their villages. Finally, Dining for Women is sponsoring solar energy for the CCFC Learning Center, where the WALK leaders study. So to summarize that, Dining for Women is providing young women with scholarships, an extension program so women can go back to their villages and be leaders there and do workshops, and help provide solar energy for the CCFC Learning Center. And with that, I'd like to welcome any questions that Vina might have for us about CCFC's work and the WALK program.
Thank you, CCFC, for that wonderful presentation. I'm so delighted that both Lily and Elvira could have been part of this program. So here's my first question for you. How exactly do you select the girls for your program?
So the girls that are invited to participate in the program must come from villages that are directly reliant upon the cloud forest, and they also must intend to pursue their academic education the following year in order to receive the scholarship. So those are the two main criteria for women participating in the program.
Okay. Can you expand on the workshop, on how exactly it plays out and what happens?
So as you know, it's a 25-day program, and there's 4 key components that CCFC really structures the program around. And the Life Project component is the foundational component of the program, because it is everything that comes after that in terms of empowering women is going to filter into all the other activities that CCFC is doing. So by talking to women and having roundtable discussions about the fact that as women, they do have the right to an education, and as women, they do have the right to stay in school and not have to get married at age 15 and start their families so young. They can stay in school, and they can also learn different skills that they can bring back to their villages in terms of agroecology, as well as learning environmental stewardship skills. And they could learn these things independently, but the idea of learning it in collaboration with this Life Project, or this empowerment message, means that they're going to have that confidence to go back and really spread these messages and really feel empowered in making their own life choices.
Mm-hmm. So actually my next question is for Elvira. So has Elvira you've been through this program and you're now a teacher. How long have you been a teacher?
I'm teaching for years.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And you enjoy it? And you enjoy doing this? Yes?
I like it.
Yes, you do like it. Yes. Okay. Okay. So if both of you want to address this, or whoever wants to take this one, what are CCFC's future plans?
I think one of CCFC's biggest future goals is to engage more women in participating in the WALK program. As of right now, they have capacity for 80, but they've been building these incredible new buildings on the CCFC Ecology Center's property, and these buildings will allow them to accommodate up to 150 women eventually. So engaging more women in the WALK program, giving more women the opportunity to explore the Life Project and agroecology and environmental stewardship. I think that's one of the biggest goals. But I will consult briefly with the directors of CCFC, Rob and Tara Cahill, to see if there's other.
Yeah,
that's all right. So that is their main goal for the future of the organization and the WALK program.
Mm-hmm. And so, Lily, you've collected your dissertation data in the highlands of Guatemala. Can you describe the physical thing that we don't get to see or feel? Tell us how cold it is. Tell us how beautiful it is.
It's incredibly beautiful. It's probably one of the most beautiful places I've traveled in the world. It does get rather chilly up in the highlands of Guatemala in November. And as a Canadian, I should be able to handle the cold better, but I don't. But luckily, there's a lot of warmth with all the beautiful people that I meet there, and especially being at CCFC's Ecology Center during the program itself. I was there conducting my dissertation research, as you mentioned, and so I was, interviewing girls about their experiences in the program, and it was just wonderful to hear how many of them spoke of the fact that the program has changed their perspective on, for example, birds. There's a big component of the program around birds. So many of them said, I used to kill birds with slingshots back in my villages, or my younger siblings did that, and now I enjoy looking at birds, and it's really transformative for them to have the opportunity to observe birds through binoculars, and then to go back to their villages and share with people how beautiful birds are and how we should be helping to protect them. And also they mentioned time and time again how useful it is to have the skills to go and grow different types of crops that provide more nutrition for their families, and how excited they are to go back and impart their knowledge gained in the program with the members of their family, their community, and their friends.
Yeah, I believe your website has a lot of photographs of some of these nature photographs, right? So we can enjoy this vicariously.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure our members would love to do that.
That's just how beautiful it is.
Yes, it is. So, yes, this is a wonderful experience for us to enter into this partnership and share with our programs, our enthusiasm and your enthusiasm for the program. So we are running out of time, and so this is possibly my last question. What are your challenges at CCFC?
Probably one of the biggest challenges is it's very challenging to reach these women, and CCFC goes to a lot of efforts to go out to these really remote villages that are not easy to get to. I mean, they require several hours of driving, and the villages are large and the households are dispersed, and so I can speak firsthand to the fact that CCFC makes an incredible effort to go out to these remote villages and talk to women and invite them to come participate, and just, I've seen firsthand how passionate they are about this cause and how much of their own personal time and energy has to go into engaging this audience that they're so dedicated to helping.
Oh, how wonderful. This sounds all very, very exciting. We at Dining for Women wish you much success in your program. We will look forward to hearing details about the program as it begins to unfold. And thank you, everybody, for joining us for this Google Hangout. CCFC is the featured program for the month of August, and we will see you again at our next Google Hangout. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.